First, okay, one so as an intel guy, I had complete freedom to come and go as I pleased. I wore civilian clothes, I had a beard, my hair was a little longer. I did not look like I was in the military at all. Nobody knew I was in the army. And I had a Durango, an up armored Durango, and I would leave base whenever and I'd come and go as I wanted to go. And I would go out and I'd hobnob with imams and police chiefs and local nationals, and I'd try to find information, trying to find bombs and bad guys, and you just kind of schmooze your way around the towns is what you do. You pay people or you bribe them or you interact with them, you convince them, you schmooze them, whatever you got to do. And I remember one day, me and my buddy, we were like, "Hey, let's just go driving through the desert. Let's just take off through the desert and like get off the road. Let's just and try to find some sandy, rocky places and see how far we can go." Right. And so that's what we did. We got down a main strip, and desert literally as far as you can see in all directions. There's nothing, and we just pull off the road and we're just driving, and we look off in the distance, we see this herd of camels, and we're like, "Oh my gosh, this is so cool." And so we kind of sneak up on them. We slow down to a crawl, and we're kind of sneaking up on this herd of camels, and we see this one camel just fall over, just completely on its side, collapsed. And I was like, "Oh my god, that camel just died." Had a heat stroke or is old. We just watched a camel die, and so we get out and we go walking up to it. And it's a little distance away. We get up to it, and it was not dead. It was giving birth. And so, yeah, so we watched this camel give birth in the middle of the desert. And, it's a tan camel. It's a regular camel like you'd see anywhere else. And I didn't know this. Maybe it's a normal thing. I guess I never checked, but the camel came out totally black, completely dark, covered in goo. And I guess it's just the baby color before it turns into like the tan color. But the mom just kicked it super hard and kind of woke it up, jolted it awake, and it kind of just immediately kind of stood up, and that sort of thing. It was pretty wild. And so we named it Mustafa, and we went and visited it every couple weeks. Yeah, come to find out, Mustafa the camel. Yeah, we'd go out, we'd feed these camels, and come to find out, there are herds way out where we were, and there were actual camel herders. And so we got to meet some of them. We would connect with them, and we'd go out and we'd ride their camels. They'd hook us on top of them. We just ride around the desert on camels for fun. It's a lot of fun.